Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever noticed how the world becomes quiet just before the dawn? The stillness, the anticipation, it's as if the earth itself is holding its breath, waiting for the light to break through. That's what life can feel like sometimes. The darkest moments, the silence, the weight of everything you've endured, those are the moments right before the breakthrough. Think about it. How many times have you faced the kind of pain that felt insurmountable? How many times have you wondered if you'd ever find your way out of the storm? They say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But let's be honest, sometimes it feels like life is testing that theory a little too much. And then there are the people, the ones who think they can use your struggles against you. They see your scars, your vulnerabilities, and they think they've found a way in. They think they've uncovered your weakness. But what they don't realize, what they can't realize, is that those scars, those stories, are the very things that make you unbreakable. Let's talk about scars for a moment. Scars are funny things, aren't they? They're marks left behind by battles you've fought, both visible and invisible. And while others might look at them and see flaws, you know the truth. Each scar is a story, a memory, a testament to the strength it took to survive. Think about it. Every scar you have, whether it's on your skin or buried deep in your heart, is proof of one thing. You made it. You didn't just endure the fire. You walked through it and came out on the other side. Yes, it left a mark, but that mark is yours. It's part of your story, part of what makes you who you are. They thought they could use your scars to hurt you, to remind you of the pain you've endured. But instead of being a source of shame, those scars are your armor. They're not cracks, they're reinforcements. They're the places where you've grown stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Here's something powerful. When you own your story, no one can use it against you. Think about that for a moment. How often do we hide the parts of ourselves that feel messy or imperfect? How often do we try to present a polished version of who we are, afraid that if people knew the truth, they'd see us differently? But here's the thing. Your story, the real one, with all its ups and downs, is what makes you human. It's what connects you to others. And when you embrace it, when you stop running from it, something incredible happens. You take away its power to hurt you. The people who try to exploit your past, your pain, your mistakes, they lose their grip on you. Because when you've faced your own reflection, when you've stared down your own demons, there's nothing left for anyone to weaponize. You see, they thought your story was a weakness, but your story is your strength. It's the foundation you stand on, the thing that reminds you of just how far you've come. Now let's talk about resilience. People often think resilience is about standing strong on your own, about being unshakable in the face of adversity. And yes, that's part of it. But true resilience also comes from connection. Think back to a time when you felt like you couldn't go on. Who was there for you? Maybe it was a friend, a family member, or even a stranger who offered a kind word. Maybe it was someone who simply sat with you in your pain, not trying to fix it, but just being there. We weren't meant to go through life alone. Resilience doesn't mean shutting people out or pretending we don't need help. It means knowing when to lean on others, when to accept support, and when to let people in. The people who try to tear you down, they want you to feel isolated. They want you to think you're alone, but you're not. You never were. There's strength in community, in connection, in the simple act of showing up for each other. Here's another truth about pain. It changes you. It shapes you. But it doesn't have to define you. The pain you've endured can become your greatest teacher if you let it. Think about it. Every hardship you've faced has taught you something, hasn't it? Maybe it's taught you how strong you are. Maybe it's taught you the importance of empathy, of understanding what others are going through. Maybe it's shown you what really matters in life. And here's the beautiful part. When you take those lessons and use them to help others, you turn your pain into purpose. You turn your scars into stepping stones, not just for yourself, but for everyone who comes after you. Imagine the impact your story could have. Imagine the lives you could touch simply by sharing your truth. Every time you show someone else that it's possible to rise, you're creating a ripple effect of hope and resilience. And as for the people who thought they could break you, let's talk about them for a moment. They thought they had you figured out, didn't they? They thought they could manipulate you, control you, make you feel small. But what they didn't realize is that you've already faced worse. You've already fought battles they can't even imagine. Their words, their actions, their attempts to tear you down, they only exposed their own insecurities. While they were busy trying to find cracks in your armor, you were busy building something they couldn't touch: self-awareness, resilience, and strength. So here you are, standing tall, not because life has been easy, but because you've chosen to rise. You've taken the hardest parts of your journey and turned them into your greatest strengths. Every scar, every struggle, every storm, it's all part of your story. And your story isn't over. In fact, it's just beginning. Here's the truth. You're not defined by what's happened to you. You're defined by how you've responded, by how you've grown, by how you've chosen to rise. And as you move forward, remember this: your resilience is your legacy. Your strength is your gift to the world. Keep walking, keep growing, and keep sharing your story. The world needs it because you're unbreakable. If you're looking for more content on self-growth, healing, and finding strength in difficult times, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. I've got a lot more empowering content coming your way, and I'd love to have you join this amazing community. Take care, and remember, you're irreplaceable. See you in the next video.